pass on 2nd down and 9 of about 3.
That's who I would run behind. He's their best lineman.
Here's the toss to Mike James. And James is going to be stacked up.
He fumbled it forward, and you can't end of the first half that was returned for a touchdown by the Terrapins.
There it came out, and as Todd said, it went out at the 1-yard line. Ryan Shazier is the guy that knocked it out, so they actually lost yardage.
Get it, and it's under the circumstances that it is. That's pressure.
Nortman to punt. Remember, he had one blocked last week.
Oh, and he's got one block tonight. Ohio State. Touchdown. Nope, it's at the 1-yard line.
Shazier's going to come in from the top right. You're going to see them when they come in. He gets right around the shield, and that's what they did last week. Michigan State, they came around the shield. It was a good snap, but Shazier comes right around the outside of that punt protection shield for the block.
The last time they had 3 rushers over 100 yards, all the way back in 1989 in a win at Northwestern. Roberson submarined again.
He's going to be getting a lot more snaps this afternoon now with the injury to Andrew Sweat.
Sweat shows blitz from the outside. He's coming to Turbush's blind side, and he got him! Loose football! Ohio State at the bottom of the pile.
Well, here's Shazier right here on the outside, and Jim Haycock had talked about his rushing ability to come around the corner. You can see him just keep wheeling around the outside. He was able to get his hands on Turbush to deflect that pass. You can see right here at the last second, he gets his left arm.
Westbrook, the true freshman, is absolutely hammered. Wow.
Let's take a listen how this one sounded on the field.
3rd down and 10. Pressure and another sack.
So far this year is Ryan Shazier running up as a blitzer from the outside. Now he's blitzed from the inside, but not from the outside, and he just beats.
Maynard out of the gun. Pulls it down to run and gets leveled by Shazier.
Designed quarterback sweep. Shazier coming in.
Of winning that game. That would be an impressive win after the emotional loss last week.
So the end around does not work.
Linebacker from the right side. Watch him time this up perfectly. I mean, he knew exactly what was coming. Watch this right here at the end. Boom. Big hit. Shazier, the most experienced.
They'll hand it off to Burkhead, trying to take it wide, and same result. 3rd down and goal. Play action. Martinez pressured again. Again, he avoids a sack. No, he doesn't. Shazier brings him down. It's 4th down. Shifting on that front. And here's Abdullah. And only about 2 yards before he's wrestled down.
At Memorial Stadium, weren't jazzed enough. Football team on top of Ohio State by 4. Tevin Coleman trying to get the edge, doesn't do it.
Offensively for Indiana is running east and west. You can see Tevin Coleman continues to string this one out.
Now they're both out there now, though.
Out in space, what a tackle by Ryan Shazier.
Pleasant surprise, I don't know if you call him a surprise. He had a pretty good freshman season last year, but in the passing game, they found Weissman in the running game, but they just haven't been able to put both of those together.
Almost intercepted with the one hand by Ryan Shazier. Points to Indiana.
Well, we've seen it
by the 4th down fake punt run by Webster. And now Hunt cannot get to the edge. Shazier.
Lloyd 8 out of 14 passing, 116 yards. They blitz him, and he is sacked back near the 5-yard line. Ryan Shazier.
And nobody picks him up, and he comes scot-free. Big guard.
Wearing a different number tonight, ordinarily number 10. We'll explain that to you in a moment. In his own end zone, McGloin intercepted inside the 20. Shazier, touchdown.
The ball, he's going to get out. He does a good job of dropping to the sticks, not jumping anything underneath, getting depth, reading the eyes of the quarterback, breaking on the ball, finishing the play by catching it and scoring.
His first career interception, and he brings it back for a score. 17 yards.
Poised to score again, but down by 19 with 2:20 to go. McGloin lost the football.
Last week. He's the offset back again there without Josh Ferguson. And that time, Young runs right into Ryan Shazier, who stands him up. Stayed undefeated. Braxton Miller trying to do the same here. A couple of Heisman candidates. Nathan Shieldhouse now going to work for Illinois, and Ryan Shazier continues to dominate defensively. Again, they keep it on the ground here.
Transferring to play for head coach Steve Adazio and the Owls. This time, nothing doing for White. Fourth down, here it is. Ball came loose. It's a fumble, and it is recovered by Ohio State. Christian Bryant was in the right spot at the right time. The ball went right to him. Ryan Shazier forced the fumble.
Their son, but a great job of Ohio State at the point. And that's Shazier. What a phenomenal play. Great read. Throws himself in recklessly like he has been all night long. Hits the ball and the man. And it goes the other way.
He was trying to reach out and break that play and tie this game and set the record. Instead, Shazier, who was knocked out of the game for a moment, comes in, and they are going to review this. And keep in mind,
Robinson in at running back. Look out again. He's in trouble and dumped. One and fewest sacks allowed entering the day.
We're trying to set up the screen with Denard Robinson off to the right. Denard Robinson
leading by 1. 3 minutes into the second half. Denard Robinson takes the snap. Straight ahead, nowhere. Driven back by Ryan Shazier.
They're running outside. You're going to get a pulling guard, and let's see what happens. Watch Ryan Shazier, number 10, come in. The pulling guard is knocked off. Nobody gets him. You have Noah Spence, who comes low, coming underneath the block, and Ryan Shazier to finish off the top.
Chase Price in a running back now, sophomore from Diamond Bar, California. He gets the touch, and he got touched and slammed down by Ryan Shazier.
Ryan Shazier has improved in one area of his game, and that's his tackling. Last year, he would have came in and tried to...
They will not have a chance all day long against Ohio State's defense.
Third down and 6 at the 29. Goff under pressure. Lost it. Ohio State has recovered.
Coming from the backside, watch Shazier. Escapes the block. He was even pretty much held on that play by Freddie Tagaloa. Gets through it, knocks the ball free, and appears Michael Bennett, number 63, the defensive tackle, who's playing so well in the early going for Ohio State, dove on the loose football. Back variety.
They give it to him again. And he'll gain a yard. Gobbled up. Shazier
is out with an injury. Bolts is a redshirt freshman, number 70. And nothing doing and swarming all over him is Shazier.
Does a good job of attacking through the interior of that Wisconsin offensive line. Michael Bennett doing a good job of fighting off the blocks up front as well, but it's Shazier's quickness with this offense.
2nd and 5. Coulter keeps it, and he's going to be thrown for a loss by Shazier.
and then Bullock. To about the 19-yard line.
The game, a lot of yards after the catch, a lot of big-time plays.
Hackenberg got away from the first couple. He won't get away from the third.
For Ohio State tonight, this is not a blitz. It's just a four-man rush. And the pocket is collapsed by Jamal Marcus, number 34. He took Zwinnick right back into the lap of the quarterback.
5-yard line. Tatum trying to get to the outside. Ryan Shazier at the 10.
And Etling in trouble. Shazier was all over rush. And all of a sudden, he'll trigger it. And they said the big problem is he times it so well, he have no chance to get rid of the ball.
3rd and 6. Here comes Shazier again. Etling's in trouble, and he's sacked.
Oh, Ryan Shazier waits for a second. As soon as the back takes his eyes off him, he is in there like a flash.
Shieldhouse to the air again.
Here is a screen, and Shazier with great speed able to track down Ferguson for a loss. Again, O'Toole in there because Shieldhouse lost his helmet. Has to come out for one play. He will throw it. Look out. Ball out. And recovered in the end zone by Illinois. It'll be a safety.
Way quick. I mean, Shazier goes right around the right tackle. And this is, but quite honest, this is why Illinois has the record that they do.
Yep.
Is these kinds of plays, these kinds of decisions, and it's not all on the players. It's, and Ohio State should have recovered that football. I mean,
area where the blitz was vacated, sat down, Sudfeld found him.
The quick snap, but no room there, and Shazier again in on the tackle.
Reading and diagnosing the play that this may be his last football game as an Ohio State Buckeye.
Roberson, a little delay, and he drops the ball. Shazier with the hit, it popped right up to him, so it's not a turnover.
Too good of a football player to miss him twice. This time filling the hole, and again, his improvement has come.
Prepared for the game, the way he watched film, the way he approached each and every weekend. He learned a lot from that.
They have athletes. They get asked all the time, can they match up with Florida State and Alabama?
Yes, they can, and number 2 is a big reason why.
Best player, you move him around and you do different things to get him involved. There's a missed assignment, and Ryan Shazier, when he has a clean.
Gardner in trouble. Well, there's the first sack. Shazier.
Screen. Cook. A check down to Langford. Langford trying to get the first down on extra effort, but Roby comes out of nowhere. Those plays that you can't really account for, and he's in the open field, dangerous. Shazier bringing down Langford. Mounts, because they've had to use 2. Right here would be a prime play for it. Look at how Shazier finds the gap, shoots it, and brings Langford down. See, if they had all 3 timeouts.
For Ohio State, Sadler from his own 14 with snap.
And it's blocked! Buckeyes get a hand on it. It may have been Shazier. It wasn't Bradley Roby, but the punt was still blocked. Ohio State blocked one last year in their game against Michigan State and won by 1. And you called it correctly. Ryan Shazier, number 2, right over the shield. Gets enough push to knock number 97 from Michigan State, Mark Scarpinato, their defensive tackle, back and get a hand on the football.